Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to AFTV and the Bias Premier League show with me, White Yard.
Yo. Come out of my seat, man. Out my seat, brother. Yo, come on back, man. I'm back.
Come on, out of my seat. Out of my seat, man. Come on. Come on.
He's back. He's back in the building from Ghana, man.
Money.
I mean, yo. You get a little 1 week bringing now, you start to think it's your show. I'm back, bro.
I'm Bear Camp there. What was the show, man?
You did a good job, though. You did a good job.
Aquaba.
Yeah, Aquaba. Right.
Big up. Welcome back.
Well, it's great to be back, man. Big up to everybody. Also, big up to Boohoo, man. Don't forget, up to an additional 10% off all Boohoo Man wear like what we've got on. All you've got to do is use the code AFTV10. Do it right now, scan the QR code, and you get that discount. Big up to Boohoo Man.
So big up, right?
And big up to you two. It's good to be back.
Thank you. Big up to you two.
In the country. I did a post on my Instagram on Saturday. I said from sunny Accra, Ghana,
to wet Burnley.
To wet Burnley, England.
No disrespect.
No disrespect to
exactly,
Burnley.
Yeah.
No disrespect. I'll tell you what, right? We were saying it. Probably the most friendliest fans in the Premier League, I feel. Even after getting pumped 5-0, they're coming up.
Do you think Burnley are just
Robbie, fair play.
Really?
But they were really nice. And they like that. They like that every year. Even when they had when there's just Sean Dyche, they're always like that. Like I think they're.
Do you think it's just a thing of like they're one of them teams that they're grateful to be in the Premier League?
No. Because remember, I don't think so. No, because remember they used to be in the Premier League year in year out for a bit. You know what I mean?
What I'm saying is that they're not really a team that you could say ever challenging for anything in the. They just.
No, but they give. I mean, they're known for giving like teams a tough time out there. But I just think they're fans of us. They're good fans, and they're not spiteful. You know what I mean? And they beat you, they give it to you. You know what I mean? So But big up to them. But it was great to be back. Had a wonderful time over there in Ghana. If you haven't yet seen the videos of Ghana, you have to go and see the videos. Bigging up to Ryan.
Has he watched them yet?
Jason, they were epic. Absolutely epic.
Have you watched them yet? Have you watched them? No.
I shall watch them.
You still haven't watched them?
Yeah, watch them. Yeah, watch the watch
still
party.
Up to big up Robbie.
I'm late, man.
1,000 people at that watch party there was. 1,000 people. And you know what? You know the thing is, right?
That's amazing.
The thing is, right?
Yeah.
Because the Ghana people actually gave me something to give to him. Unfortunately, I didn't have nothing for you.
Yeah, that's right.
But they get. But right now, I didn't feel for Guillaume.
No, I shouldn't give.
I didn't feel to Guillaume. Look at this.
Oh wow, that's nice.
Look upon that tie. Look upon this.
Thank you. What is it?
They said that to give it to you.
That I'll convert, from Nigerian to Ghana.
Oh, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Even though you were dissing Ghana in AFCON. When they went out and stuff like that.
No, that wasn't me.
Even though you were dissing
I did not discard. I want them to win. Remember, I was with Belgium. I didn't discard. Not me.
By the way, before we get stuck into the game on Saturday, what happened to Nigeria and AFCON, man? I was over there.
But you asked me already. You asked me
the Super Eagles.
Yeah, the Super Eagles. What?
Shot down. Boom.
Yes. What's the name?
The Super Pigeons.
I could say they're not reggae boys. Where's their skank?
They're definitely not reggae boys. I'll tell you, they've got no rhythm. You know what I mean? You've got no rhythm, mate. You know reggae boys.
Reggae boys got no rhythm.
I watch my video.
Thank you very much for this. Thank you.
See, Robbie, Robbie made them stop a whole plane in Ghana for him,
Whoa.
A whole plane. I'm not saying just it was a private plane. It was a whole plane.
Listen.
That was stopped. They stopped. Listen, they called and said, hey, we got Don Robbie on the way. The pilot said, I'm not going nowhere. And sat there and waited for Robbie.
It weren't me who stopped the play. Listen, it's not even a joke. It's serious. I know it's serious. We went to see the Ashanti King, and things were running a bit over time.
Yeah.
And one of the people that was with us, not me, this guy, I don't know, he must be he's a powerful guy.
Yeah, so
we looked at our watch and we said, yo, it's 4:20 now. Yeah. And the flight leaves at 5 o'clock to go back to Accra. Yeah. And he said he just took his phone out. He goes, don't worry. Took his phone out of his pocket, rung up the airport, and said, "Yo, delay that flight."
Wow.
And we were just there. We were just there like, what?
Yeah.
And even when they reach the airport, you think they rush together and they're chilling. They're taking their time.
No. They delayed the flight.
And they're taking their time.
Right? That flight, we got there about an hour late, easy.
Yeah.
Right? And then I still said, how are we going to get through the traffic?
Yeah.
Guys, don't worry about that, man. We had a police escort.
Yeah.
Okay.
Motorbikes. Right? Then we get to the airport now. Then I'm coming off the coast. So right, let's get onto this plane. People, they go, so what's the rush, man? Go into the VIP, have a drink. I'm like, yeah, but what about the people? The plane sat on the runway. Like Yardi said, this ain't no little plane. It's a plane.
People wanted to go about their business.
Right? Wow. He goes, go and have a drink. Right? So I was like, you sure? I feel guilty now. He goes, right? Went, had a little champagne and thing, just got onto the plane. Everyone's there just sat waiting. I couldn't believe it. Wow. That's how we got looked after. It was brilliant. Big up to Ghana. I recommend it to anybody as a country to visit. It is really, really nice, right? People are nice. Country's nice. Country's special. Loved it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
But it's good to be back. And as I said, it was good to be back in rainy Burnley, right? Because, big contrast, but loved the game. Loved the performance by Arsenal.
Again.
I was driving up to that game, right? I never had this feeling for many a year, where I'm driving to a game with complete confidence. Well, I'm driving up to that game, I go, yeah, bro, we'll win it. I go 3-1, and that was me being, I'm quoting 3-1 because I'm saying to myself, I'm trying to be humble with it. But I'm like, I feel that if we turn up, it's going to be 4-5 again.
You're the fourth person to say that.
Yeah.
And they didn't let me down. Yeah. They didn't. This team at the moment is just flying. They're confident. The way from the kickoff, total domination.
Total.
I remember Burnley are a team, even though I know they've got a terrible home record, they've had a terrible record this season in the league, but they are. If you look at a lot of their defeats this season, they've been
been that much.
Yeah, they've been defeats where on another day
they could have got something.
If they would have finished their chances, they would have got something out of games.
3 1-on-1s they missed.
Yeah. But with us, it was utter. Complete domination. It should have been more than 5.
It should have been 10.
And a wonderful performance. I thought Martin Odegaard in that game
was brilliant.
Unbelievable. The way he's really on form right now. Saka's on form.
Gabriel.
Everybody.
Even Martinelli, he's not getting in the goals, but his assisting.
It was his assist
he's
for the
involved.
first
Martinelli, they're all back.
You mentioned Odegaard, and I know it is. We spoke about. I think I spoke about it on previous show, the show before. Is that Odegaard gets a lot of stick, but he creates a lot of chances.
I don't know why you get earlier in the season. Some people were giving him stick, and I'm
but guess what? No, but he creates so much chances. Yeah, it's not his fault if people weren't putting them away. When people put away the chances and get the goal, then now he gets the praises.
Took his goal brilliantly as well.
Brilliant,
fantastic.
Brilliant finish as well,
easy.
And this is what we know Odegaard can do. We know he can do it. So if he has the players around him finishing their chances, he's going to get his assists up. He's going to be that player that people are going to call on.
Right? We're talking about me going Ghana and stuff like that, right? Yeah. I don't know what
I know what happened, man.
In Dubai,
But we're not
Let me tell you something.
Well, this is what we're saying.
Right? That if the Dubai Tourist Board ever needed an advert for tourism, it's Arsenal. Because
absolutely.
If you want to all they got to do is say, if you want to get yourself rejuvenated, visit Dubai. Right? Because these men went there off the back of back-to-back defeats, horrible performance,
1 winning 7,
flat.
Yeah.
The whole team. We know the talent's there. The whole team was flat. They've gone to Dubai, sunshine, took their families out there.
Okay.
And they've come back.
Rejuvenated.
Batteries fully charged.
Yes, absolutely.
And now we are in the title race and we are serious contenders in this title race. City dropped points
5 wins in a row.
Or Liverpool won. But we are serious title contenders. We win our game on the weekend, we'll go top of the league.
That's right.
Obviously because Liverpool are playing in the League Cup final
against Chelsea.
Wow, what a turnaround since Christmas, and they're on form. Can they keep this going? Right?
Hopefully.
At the moment, when you look at the way they're playing, you say yes.
Robbie, we know the team has the quality. I think what we weren't seeing at the beginning of the season was the fluency of last season. And
which was always difficult to replicate.
And like I said just now, is that we are creating chances. It's just that in previous games they're not getting finished. what we're seeing now is that we create so much chances. Like the game against Burnley, no disrespect to Burnley, but that could have been 10.
It should have been.
Could have been.
Yeah, Eddie missed a sitter, didn't he? That header.
Trossard alone missed a hat-trick. He should have had 4 goals in total. He missed a hat-trick of chances. So what we're saying is that we create all these chances, but when they don't go in at the end of the game, and then we created 50 chances, and there's 0 goals to show from it, it does then come back like, oh my God, what's going on? But now when we're seeing teams like against West Ham and we're seeing against Burnley, we're finishing the chances, and this is what the team can do. Yes, West Ham and Burnley might not be a Man City or a Liverpool, but then we put 3 past Liverpool not too long ago as well. So we are doing it. Since that Dubai break, we are seeing this team come back and they're playing to the potential that we know they can play to. Also, an interesting point that I made earlier downstairs is that we're doing this with a team that we're still squad shy of a few players.
Gabriel Jay is injured. Thomas is injured.
Yeah, is injured.
And imagine these are players to come back into what we have now.
Olek is injured. Takero's not in.
I know.
That's about 5.
And this is what I'm saying. So when you hear remember, I can't remember who was complaining about injuries they had and stuff like that. All these we played our whole centre backs in the last 2 games. No one's even thinking about that.
That's true. You're right.
Our whole centre backs are playing.
All centre backs. That's right. Yeah.
All our centre backs are playing because Tomiyasu is not back yet.
Olek is injured.
Timber's injured.
Yep.
So we are literally...
Partey's out. Jesus is out. And we were not talking about... We don't, when people keep talking
Fringe
about...
players, we're talking about players.
First 11 players.
The thing is, we ain't been moaning about injuries. It's like certain teams, Tottenham, right? We ain't been moaning about it, right?
Exactly.
You think, like, some of the players that have been missing, they're big players. Jesus is our main player up front.
Yeah.
He's been missing, like... Listen, he's been out for ages. Comes back out. We've not had him properly this season.
No.
Right? We've not had Partey. He's played 3 games this season.
Yeah.
Thomas Partey, he was one of our best players last season.
Ewan.
Right?
Ewan played 1 game and a half.
1 game.
And he was impressive.
The Timber one, I wouldn't say is a big miss.
It's a big miss because if you've seen him, he was going to be a big player for us.
Exactly, because that's why
I personally don't feel like we've seen enough for him to say...
No, I saw enough of
him. And the Community Shield, he was outstanding.
To me, in pre-season and the Community Shield, I saw enough of him to say that in pre-season, he was our best player.
Yeah.
So we've missed a lot of players. But the players that have come in, I thought Kivior,
he's done well.
was really good on Saturday.
Yeah,
he's up to speed, like you said. When he first came in, I was like,
he wasn't up to speed.
Just needs a run again.
But he now is sort of embracing that position. Yep. If you notice what they're doing, is they're not demanding that he inverts a lot like what Zinchenko does. He's holding his position a bit more, but that suits him because he's But he's getting forward, he's doing well. It was his intelligent throw that led to that Havertz goal. You know what I mean? He's playing really, really well. Everybody who's coming in, stepping up, there's a real harmony to that team, a real togetherness in that team that you could see. What a lot of people may not have seen, maybe watching it on TV, was like, in the 80th minute, Martinelli getting right back to putting tackles in defence. Earlier on with that Saka, you know what I mean? We're like 4-5-0 up. These guys are like, nah, still want his clean sheet.
Exactly.
I love the work rate of the team.
Amazing.
I love everything about that performance on the weekend. And it's a great performance. We're looking good in the league. But now the attention turns to the Champions League.
Yes, against Porto.
I'm going to be flying out there tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. Big game for Arsenal. Porto have been a bit iffy in their league, but it's Porto and they've got a lot of experience in the Champions League.
They're third in their league.
They're third in their league. They've had a few little iffy performances. They won on the weekend, but
no, they lost.
I think they won on the weekend.
No man, they lost. They lost on the weekend. They lost 3-2. They draw. No man, I think Porto's been doing good. Porto, I think, have only lost 1 game in the last 10.
Yeah, but they've had a few iffy performances.
Yeah, I mean the performances they're drawing with and stuff like that. But again, the teams that they're playing are not.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So
I get that. Yeah.
Listen, it's the Champions League and everything changes when the Champions League comes. And the one thing that Porto do have in recent years is Champions League experience. We remember it was our first time in the knockout stages, for what, over 7 years.
Yeah.
So, but if Arsenal can go there, I think go there and don't lose. And then get them back to the Emirates. I think we'll be looking good at the Emirates. But Ty, how are you feeling about that game, the Porto one?
Well, very confident. I mean, like you said, we haven't done it for a while. You know, we could have got hard. No disrespect to Porto, we could have got more difficult teams. isn't it? So, you know, you get what you get. Very, very confident as long as a team can do what they're doing. But the most important thing is to be humble. We must be humble and keep our feet on the ground and keep down to earth. And that's what the team is doing. So much confidence at the moment, but we will not underestimate Porto because we're obviously favourites. But it's still going to be dangerous. Porto away from home, you imagine, they'll have a raucous crowd. It'll be very difficult. Yeah. But if we can carry on doing what we're doing, then I don't see why not.
It's, to me, I don't know about you guys, I'm just really excited at the moment from now to the end of the season. You know, we've got the Champions League, we've got the league, right? And it's exciting because we're in the hunt for both of them.
Yes.
You know, it's no guarantees to win either of them because
there is.
In both competitions have faced the ultimate teams, but Arsenal got a chance.
I think tomorrow, Wednesday game, we need to silence their crowd early. I feel like because I think once you get because we know it's like once a crowd is behind a team, it can really push them on. I think the confidence that these players have right now, they will go to Porto and show that. I really believe that they will. Look, because we watch as football fans, we don't just watch our team, we watch other teams as well, right? And when I'm watching other teams, I'm like, when Arsenal are playing how they can play. Yes, it's only West Ham and Burnley, whatever. But we did it to Liverpool as well. So let's not forget about that. We beat City already, right? Let's look at these things.
Exactly.
Yeah? When we're playing to our best potential, right? It's hard to see a team that I feel like threatens us like that weak. I feel like we go toe to toe with the best. I really do. I really do.
Of course we can, and the key to it is just defending well. You know what I mean? And that's what it is.
There's something I saw I wanted to actually bring up because, you know what? Yeah, like when I'm saying we can do like we do it. Yeah, this season we've beaten Liverpool, we've beaten City, we've beaten Man United. We draw with Chelsea, we draw with Tottenham, right?
Yeah.
And we draw with Liverpool. So we've collected.
That's right, 4 points.
When you look at us compared to City, City have drawn with Chelsea twice.
Yes.
They have drawn with Tottenham.
Yes,
they've drawn with Liverpool.
Yeah.
They lost to us.
Yeah.
And they've only beaten Man United. So when you look at what they're doing to the big six, if it was, I remember a couple of seasons ago, they'll be like, oh, Arsenal only picked up two points out of the big six teams.
Yeah, I remember,
Man City is doing that. Yes, fair enough, they might be collecting the same similar points as they've been in the previous season, but compared to the big six, they're not dominating these games.
I'll tell you what, right? I think the league could come down for us wise. It could come down to that game at the Etihad, right? Okay. If we were to go there and win that game, that could give us the momentum that could take us through to win a league. If we go there and that's still. I think it's the 31st of March that game. It's still a way away, but that's
I think Man United have a say.
United have a say. We're going to be playing near the end of the season.
Remember I told you? Who they say is going to finish fourth? It's not done yet.
Wow, there's still about 5 points behind Villa.
Man United.
He did say that.
You said they're too far away.
We did say that.
They're 3 points behind Tottenham and only 5 behind Villa.
Yeah, but
I still don't think
only 5.
They have a chance. They're still away. They're still away.
They could get it, but I still think. I'm not sure. They've had quite a favourable run of games. You know, I expect them to beat Luton and teams like that. But
Robbie, listen.
But they're on a charge. Yeah. They're on a charge.
And they need us. You see Tottenham, Man United and Villa. You need to be cheering on Arsenal in the Champions League. I'm going to tell you why you need to be cheering us on in the Champions League. Because if Arsenal v Man City is the final and one of you guys finish 5th, you will get into the Champions League.
Is that right?
So you need to be cheering on Arsenal to get to the final, okay?
Somehow I don't think United fans and Tottenham fans will be cheering on Arsenal in the Champions League final.
Maybe Villa.
No, they just need us to get there. We just need to get there.
I don't think they want us to get there, you know what I mean? Fair enough. Who's your boohoo man of the week?
Boohoo man of the week, I'm going to give it to 2 players. I could give it to a few of our players at Arsenal. I feel like they all did great in the last 2 games. It's very hard to pick. It's great when you got so many choices, but I think I want to give it to Odegaard and Saka this week. I feel they both deserve it. Saka getting another 2 goals, back-to-back braces in the league.
2 games.
Again, assists from Odegaard and a finish from a goal from Odegaard.
Odegaard run the game.
Listen, man, and we're seeing what Odegaard can do, what we know he can do. And yeah, man, let's just hope this continues. So Odegaard and Saka, boohoo man of the week.
All right, idiot of the week.
Could get to Spurs for not beating Wolves. Wolves are beating them both home and away. Home and away.
With you, we stay.
Wolves.
Careful of them Wolves, boy. Playing that high line, innit? High line. High line.
Obviously, subs are available.
But on a serious note, and I got a few things to say. I know you're gonna have things to say. But what I wanna say, I wanna give idiot of the week to Mr. Rio Ferdinand.
Ooh, yeah.
Now you notice I said Mr. because I'm gonna give you respect, right? I got respect for you. I think you were a great defender in your time.
He was.
But you need to take off this Man United bias cap that you're wearing when you're talking about Arsenal, especially soccer. I don't know what the agenda you have against soccer. I really don't know what it is. But the fact that you said Phil Foden is world class
Bukayo isn't,
and Saka isn't.
I cannot. No.
Come on, man. That's terrible. Personally, I don't think any of them are world class yet. I don't think any of them are world class yet, because if we're just gonna dish out world class like this, we're now talking is Jack Grealish world class. Yeah, we're talking about these players. We're talking Mitoba being world class, because you have to look at the players that you're calling world class and look at other players that are doing similar things. The only thing I think Phil Foden has over Saka is the trophies the trophies that the team have won
at the moment.
But when you look at individual trophies that Saka has won, does Phil Foden have them? No. So for me,
that's a good point.
you cannot call one. If you're going to call Foden's world class, you have to say Saka's
exactly
world class.
What I said. It's exactly what I said.
You cannot pick and choose one of them.
I said, right, the same thing. To me, I think both of them. I mean, the thing is, what is world class? That's the first thing. How do you define world class? There was somebody the other day who sent in. We were doing a show on DR, and someone sent in a super chat, which I thought this was brilliant. Right? He said. How he defines world class is you have to be in the top 3 in your position in the league. In the world, sorry. I'd say top 5. If you're in the top 5 in your position in the world, you could be classed as world class. So maybe Saka and Foden are world class. Right, but I listen, if Foden's world class, so is Saka, right?
Right.
And Rio's reasoning where he was saying, well, you know, Saka hasn't really, he was recognising that Saka's done well, but he's saying he hasn't really done it in the Champions League. Well, he hasn't been in the Champions League. He's just come into it, he's doing all right. But the thing is about it, if you want to look at international level, Saka surpasses Foden.
Head and shoulders.
For starters, Foden doesn't even start for England, right? On a regular basis. Saka is one of the first names on that team sheet. Saka was voted England Player of the Year 2 years in a running. Saka was one of our star players at the Euros and one of our star players at the World Cup.
Facts.
If Foden's world class,
why is he doing that then?
So is Saka.
Exactly, and that's why.
Because when you do it, I always say you have to do it on the world stage. That's why one time I had a little bit of a argument with a load of Man City fans, because I was saying, I just put the question out there
about De Bruyne.
Is De Bruyne world class? Because he's never done it at international level. To be fair, he is world class, right? Even though he hasn't really done it for Belgium. He is world class, right? But Saka has delivered
on the world stage.
On the world stage, at the World Cup, at the Euros,
consistently.
If it's any game he's playing for England, he's been superb.
Nations League.
And as I said, voted twice Player of the Year for England, right? So how can he not? How can Foden be world class and he's not? Foden's a great player. He's such a skillful player. He's such a joy to watch. Fantastic player. But the same goes for Saka. His numbers, his output. Remember this guy? He was carrying Arsenal at one time.
Absolutely. But
for a couple as a little 19-year-old carrying Arsenal.
He started at left back first, and then went to the left, and then eventually now on the right.
So Rio Ferdinand.
To the left.
Rio Ferdinand, please feel free to apologise.
But Robbie, sorry, even just another point, because I have things to say, man. Even back to when you're saying, all right, Foden has done it. You have to remember, Arsenal have not been in the Champions League.
Until this season.
He's now in the Champions League, and this season he's played 5 games in the Champions League. He's got 3 goals and 4 assists in them 5 games. It took Foden 3 Champions League campaigns just to get 3 goals. Just 3 campaigns of Man City being in there and him playing before. So you need to look at these things. Not only that, this is the same guy who said he would rather Doku over soccer as well. He'd rather have
There's an agenda going on here. Rio.
Come on, Rio.
Sort it out. All right, Ty. Grace.
Grace of the week is a good, happy one. And it's got to go to Arsenal women.
Yeah.
For the first team, Super League team, Women's Super League team, to sell out their whole stadium.
Amazing.
Against Manchester United.
And on the same day that Arsenal's men's team are playing as well. So you got you got to take that into consideration.
That's a fantastic
12:30 kickoff for the women, and then a 3 o'clock game for the men, right? And they still did it. They still sold it out. Fantastic.
Well, actually,
did you go to boat?
Oh no, I didn't. I
mean, if you went to boat.
It's even Grace. I wanted to go to boat, but I couldn't. But I did go to Dartford. I was lucky enough to see another player that could have a Grace is Vivian Leah.
By the way, did you get there on time?
What?
Let me ask you a question, right? West Ham United away. Did you get there on time?
No, he didn't.
Well, you already asked me.
He didn't. I know he
didn't. You already asked me that. Why you asked me again? I wanted this last week.
Because a certain person told me, right, that they saw you walking into the London Stadium 20 minutes after kickoff.
Guna or West Ham?
Is this a thing? Is this a superstition thing for you? Or is it just that you're always late?
Who is it? First of all, who is it that
don't worry, I got my spice. Is it always that you're late?
Listen, I've not confirmed or denied anything.
No, you don't need to confirm or deny. You got 20 minutes late into that game, right? I know that. You're lucky that no goals were scored yet.
I don't think
now, you're always late. You're always late. I remember even when it was at Upton Park, you trotting in about half an hour late saying how you took the bus. Listen, really? Is this a superstition? Do you deliberately come late?
Very superstitious. Right here, it's on the wall.
No, I don't want those songs. I'm just saying to answer the question.
Stevie Wonder, that's very good.
Answer the question.
It's deflecting. This is called deflection right now. Great deflection by Ty.
All I can say is
it a superstitious thing that you always reach late?
I won't confirm or deny. I would love to know who that person is.
Is it a superstition?
I only saw one person at the game, and the funny thing is, I would go back to you, Robbie.
Well, there's 60,000 people.
No.
I know what it is. I know what it is. I worked it out. I just remember he does meet and greets before this game.
I wish I did. That person, if it's the person I think.
Why are you always late?
No, but wait, Robbie. If it's the person I think, then why weren't they in the game either? What were they doing outside then?
Listen, as I said, right, is it a deliberate thing that you come to games late?
Listen, I'm not
superstitious.
I'm not confirming or denying. If I am late, which I'm not saying I am, because I wasn't late against Burnley, I'm just saying things happen, unfortunately. But I always know what's going on. Because when I...
He has a radio on, you know.
Exactly. That's all. But I would like to know who he was. If that person, if it's who I think he is, they're cool. Why were they in the game either?
Don't take this the wrong way, right? But you're a bit strange, you know.
Strange in what way?
You could be inside the stadium watching the game, but you'd rather be late and listening on a little radio in your ears.
No, I didn't say that. I said
what are you late for?
No, because things can happen, isn't it?
It's Stratford, man. Yeah. That's about 15 minutes away from your house.
15 minutes? It's
25 minutes away?
No. Try an hour.
Are you late?
Try an hour. But I didn't say I was late though, did I?
He's always making TV appearance though.
You were definitely late.
He's always on the TV though. He's always making an appearance on the TV. Every game they're flying you know. Maybe that's why he's outside making sure, telling them, I'm sitting at this seat. So camera guy, you need to catch me. I'm at this seat right now. Yeah.
Incredible. No, but what? No, sorry, Grace is it's Vivian Leah because she made her debut for us. And I was lucky enough to see her interview at Dartford. And I've got to big up Emma McCandy and Danielle Carter, Arsenal legends. And I know you're going to start asking me, but I'll say what happened. And I wanted to thank Danielle because she was very, very humble after the thing. And there was a bit of a misunderstanding with me and her and somebody else. And she was very cool with it. So, Danielle, thank you very much.
You got in an argument?
Yeah, I knew. You see what I mean?
Yeah, what happened? You got into an argument?
Why's that falling to?
Why are you dissing Daniel Carter?
No, I didn't diss Daniel. No,
I met her dad one time, man. Rasta man.
Yeah,
but I mind. Come kids on. No, it's a rotted link.
No. I played her brother and dad at table football. But no. It wasn't nothing to do with Danielle. It was misunderstanding about her career because she should know more, isn't it? So I got the wrong end of the stick. So you know what I mean. And I was telling her she was cool. No, I wasn't arguing.
In football terms, he was arguing.
No, I wasn't arguing. I can't argue. It's her career. How can I know? But what it was is that I got something wrong. So, and she was cool about it.
Did you apologize?
No, that's what I'm saying. He's
so
wrong with me.
Apologize now?
No, that's what I'm saying. So she was cool. She didn't think of it. No, I didn't. And that's what I said.
You got it wrong and you didn't apologize.
No, Daniel, I'm very, very sorry. You were very, very cool, Daniel. You were very, very cool.
So what about Troy Deeney and then you can't apologize as well?
Troy who? He's got to apologise to me. Anyway.
You know what, right? I saw him the other day at the boxing.
Yeah? So?
Yeah? You better mind.
Mind that what? So, yeah, so.
Big up Troy Deeney. I saw him at the boxing the other day. Yo.
Yeah, so?
You better mind.
So, mind what? Anyway, so I was saying that Daniel, I'm very sorry. She didn't feel no way, but Daniel, I'm very sorry for the mistake. Okay. I'll tell you the other part off it, which I'm not happy about. But that's not to do with her. That's to do with someone.
Anyway, we've reached the end of the show because he ain't telling us. So why are we still listening to him for? Right? We've reached the end of the show.
It's funny.
I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. Of course, Arsenal go to Porto on Wednesday night to take on
Newcastle.
Porto in the Champions League. Newcastle on Saturday, but straight away, big game against Porto.
Yeah,
if Arsenal can get a good result there, bring them back to the Emirates and get through to the next stage. It's all really exciting at the moment. Arsenal are flying. Yes. Thanks for watching the show. Thanks to Yardi. Thanks to Ty, and especially to you guys. And we will see you next week with another Bias Premier League show.
Good luck to all our teams. Peace.